Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well today. Let me just clean up my desk a little bit. I have all this watercolor paper everywhere. Can't work like that. Can't work with a mess. All right. So, in front of me, I have a few things, and you were like, hey, wait a second. Why are you on a Wednesday? Well, I'm usually on a Thursday, but I might not be here tomorrow because it's my hubby's birthday tomorrow. So I might take tomorrow off and work today. And I have some things I need to do. And I know me, I'll record a video and not put it out. So I figured I'd just hang out with you guys and do the things I need to do, if that's okay. All right. So what am I doing? Well, for my craft roulette card this week, I knew this was coming on Monday. So this came in on Monday, and yesterday I sat and put it together. Now this is the stitching die of the month from this month in November. And let me tell you, I'll probably never stitch this again. I am a paintbrush and paper and scissor girl. I am not a needle and thread girl. I've accepted it. It's the truth. I'll probably never stitch this again. But I love this die so much that even if I don't stitch it, it's still going to be used. And it's so cute. I just could not resist this puppy dog. I canceled my small die of the month. I found out I'm not a fussy die cutter. But we're going to take this. We're going to make a craft roulette card. And I was going through my stuff to de-stash, and I found my scorpion stamp sets, and with my critters, that's where they were, which makes a lot of sense. But I had always kept this in my 6x8s, but recently I started moving my 6x8s into my filing cabinet once I did start de-stashing, and forgot about it. So anyways, I have a little bitty one here. This is an old Fiskars set, and then this is the Amazonia one that I was talking about the other day from Stamperia. This is the one I was thinking of. So we're definitely going to make some scorpion birthday cards today. I'm going to get you caught up on my faces. Let's see, the last one y'all saw was Mary. And then I did some dudes, some multicolored dudes. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. There we go. And then Sparkle Heart is painting this huge wooden piece. It's 3 gingerbreads stacked on top of each other. I think it's as tall as I am. It's at least 5 foot long. And so she overmixed her brown paint and was like, I don't know what to do with it. And I was like, oh, I'll pop it in my journal and just paint faces with it. So I, all of this brown, all of this was the overmixed paint, which was no big deal. It was like, I'll have pages and pages of faces to paint. So this one was really fun. I really didn't care too much about the faces. What I was actually doing was playing with a palette knife for the hair. And this guy has beret, which is really fun. And that one kind of has a mohawk. And just kind of played with the palette knife, making really loose hair that you're not too careful with. And then I painted her. So, and then I have done these faces, and these were just playing with variations of a little bit on angles, and just quick sketches with just a Sharpie marker, nothing too precious. And then this is all watercolor. And I was painting dudes because I need to paint more dudes. So these are all dudes. And I even have a note to myself over here, dudes, draw dudes too. So this whole page is going to be dedicated to the dudes. So that's how my watercolor or my faces are going for the month. Definitely going to have 100 by the time this is all said and done. that won't be a problem. And then I've been brainstorming, where's that page? Basically my 30 days list of what I'm going to do. And I almost have a year of ideas. So landscape, still life. I was going to just do 30 days of vases, but I'm going to pop that into still life. Abstract, animals, urban sketches, poses, ancients, and flowers. So I already have a bunch of prompts for myself of things to practice for 30 days at a time once I have November done and once I have my faces done. Okay. That's really just kind of my own thing. Y'all follow along if you want to. All right, so this is the easiest thing to finish first. Let's finish my craft roulette card first. I'm thinking of making just a little bitty 4x4 for this and being done with it. I've already put so much time into this, just stitching this thing, that I'm kind of over it. All right. I am not a stitcher, y'all. Not at all. All right. Since we're doing a 4x4, I think I'll just emboss this 6x6 for the background. I think that'll be really cute. So we'll do that. How are all of you guys doing? Oh my goodness, I have a mess. Oh, brother. All these things are falling apart that I don't want to fall apart. Okay. I hope you guys are doing well. All right. Let me get some paper. Okay, so the craft roulette prompts for this week were an encouragement card, sophisticated colors, a household pet, cute little chihuahua, and thread. And thread is stitched. So 2 are done, and sophisticated colors. So now we just really need to pop it on a card, put an encouragement statement, and be done with it. All right. I am gonna do, let's see, I was kind of wanting to do pink. I think it's more of a peach. It's not exactly a pink. I think it'll work. Let me say hello to everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you're all here. Hi, Vicki. Good morning. Hi, Heidi. Good morning. Oh, that's not going to work. Let me tighten that up a little bit. That's still not going to work. There we go. All right. So it's embossed, even if you can't really tell. I think I'll run some white ink on the back of it, or lost shadow. Got some lost shadow here. It's not a real deep embossed. I think that'll help tie it into the bag. Hi, Beth. How are you? Hello and hugs to you too. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. Okay, let's just cut this down real quick. Maybe I'll make it an A2. We'll do 4. Don't cut his ear off. By 5 1/4. Oh gosh, you guys, I'm finally back to sleeping. Hello, Miss Linda. Hi, Judy R. Let me bring y'all in a little bit closer. There we go. I'm going to put that lines down here where they're kind of hidden a little bit, I think. Ooh, goodness, that can't be right. That doesn't look right at all. Okay, that's a straight edge. That is not a straight edge. Okay. Is this a straight edge? No. I'm going to go like, there we go. That was all crooked. Okay, I think that's better. Well, it's no longer a 4 by 5 1/4. I think it still is crooked. Maybe it's the way I embossed it. Maybe the embossed pad. I know the paper was crooked. Oh my gosh, this still doesn't look right. That's straight. That's pretty straight. That's not. So, who knows what size this is going to be? That still doesn't look straight. Oh my goodness. Just going to whittle this down to nothing. Let me grab some gray or blue or something to pop behind here. Let me use this scrap. We'll do this one 4 1/4. By 5 1/2. Let's see what we got. That'll work. So sophisticated. Is that what y'all were thinking? Okay, let me see who else is here and say hello and get caught up. You're so funny, so easy. Oh my gosh. It's not that this is hard to sew, but it's not fun for me. And I'm only here for a good time. I'm sorry. If it's not fun, I'm not doing it. And this was like torture. I almost gave up halfway and was like, I'm never sewing again. You guys, the last time I pulled out an embroidery needle and thread was a year and a half ago when I quit my slow stitch project, which was never finished. I'm thinking about going ahead and popping this on a 5 by 7. Then I could put a sentiment down here. Yeah, I'm not saying it's hard. It's just not fun for me. Kind of like the idea of that, but I think because the bird is singing, we're just going to stick with an A2. Digging down deep for those A2 card bases. They're in here, but they're just buried by 5x7. Let's put it on this gray. All right. You know, I'm just accepting who I am as a crafter, and I'm always chasing a good time. So I'm not a stitcher, although I love it. I'm not a stitcher. I'm not an alcohol coloring girly, although I love it on other people. Looks great on other people and their cards. It's not for me. I'm not a fussy die cutting kind of crafter. I love the results. Like, oh my gosh, have y'all seen Desiree's Scrappy Tales projects? Hello. Amazing. But that would be like not my thing. Not my thing. And I'm just coming into me, right? Still, after all this time, figuring out my bliss. And yesterday I could check stitching off of my bliss list. It is not on my bliss list. My bliss is paper and paint. Collage. That is my bliss. Let's pop this little guy up. He needs to be a showstopper after all that hard work. I'm only going to send this to somebody who understands. This can't go to just anybody. Thin marker to draw the lines instead of stitching it. Yes, Linda. I'm not destashing this because I actually really love the dog and wouldn't mind die cutting and putting the dog together again. And I love the purse. And I think it'll be so cute even if it's not stitched. Now I know, don't stitch that. If it was, but like you said, like you can just, I could use a metallic pen and just draw and highlight the lines, the stitched lines, or even just leave it alone and put some pearls on it, some embellishments like studs on a purse or something. But yeah, no stitching. There will be no stitching on this channel. Very little. I mean, I don't mind my sewing machine. I can just run something, zip it right through. People talk about fussy cutting and cussy cutting. It's cussy stitching around here. I solved fussy cutting. I just needed bigger scissors. See, I didn't like fussy cutting with little scissors. So I used to buy all the dies, the coordinating dies. I just got big scissors. It solved the whole problem. Hi, Flo. How are you, my dear? Hey, I really liked Mariah's idea the other day about scanning this in and I was thinking making a postcard out of it and sending out postcards because maybe I could get more of them sent for the holidays. I don't know that it'll be her, but I just liked that idea. Okay, let's before I stick him down, I should probably figure out my sentiment situation. Rusty bucket over here. All right, let me find a sentiment, an encouraging sentiment that goes with this. Dun, dun, dun. This might take a while. What does this dog want to say? None of that. I think it needs to say something like "you're fabulous," but I don't know if I have. Let's see. That's not going to work. I should probably organize my sentiments in some kind of way. I have a drawer full of them. I found one. How about "your smile is always in style"? I think that kind of works. All right. So if we're going to put this on the card, where are we going to put it? I think we're going to put this up here. And then we'll put this down here. Otherwise, put this down here. Oh, I don't mind it above. Actually, I think I like it better above. So let's just commit to it and make it work. Pam's here. Uh-oh. She stayed up too long. Of course, she's probably gone now. Oh my gosh, so wonderful to see you. You can do faux stitches and connect the holes with a gel pen. Yeah, absolutely. So good to see you, Pam. Hi, Maddie. Maddie, are you getting back on a normal schedule now after your international travels? I know it takes a minute. You guys, I'm finally sleeping again. I think last week was all hormones messing me up. Messing up my sleep, making me as anxious as a chicken in a butcher shop. Oh my goodness. I think it was all hormonal. Boo. Thanks, Maddie. Oops, I didn't know someone else already suggested. Oh, well, no worries. Pam, around here I don't see everything, and I need to hear things a couple of times sometimes. Actually, I'm a good listener. I usually hold on to information. I have a new kind of subscription box on its way to me. I'm so excited. It's all Desiree's fault. Your smile is always in style. And then I have this scrap over here. We could mat this just ever so slightly. Not a lot, just a little. because, you know, it's so sophisticated. Who likes chihuahuas? Where are my dog people at? I know Cheryl's a dog person. She's a dog groomer. You must love dogs if you're going to groom them and be around them all the time. Who else here is a dog person? I'm a dog person. I've always been a dog person. My wrist is doing better. It's actually my whole arm. I don't know what it is. I thought the brace was helping, but I think it was actually making it worse. I'm just trying to rest it more as I sit here and glue with my right hand. I need to be more ambidextrous right now and do more with my left hand. There we go. Your smile is always in style. Craft roulette card, done and done. Dusted and done. I did it. Thought I was gonna, you thought I was gonna slip this week. I didn't. And then see, the inside's gray because it's sophisticated. All right. Thank you guys. We did it. We did it together. Around here, it takes a team to get a craft. I know we're live on a Wednesday. It's because I'm probably going to be off tomorrow. I'm like going to make my husband birthday breakfast or something in the time that I'm normally here. It's still a school day and everything, but I'm just going to make him a nice breakfast for his birthday instead of being here with you guys. Sorry. All of your cards are arriving. I am so incredibly excited, and I cannot tell. I cried yesterday, and this was not hormonal. No, my hormones are back in balance. This was just how much y'all have touched my heart by sending my hubby a card. I cried. I was like, oh my gosh. And then some people sent me a card too, which y'all did not have to do that. Y'all send me cards all the time, and I'm so grateful though. And I don't think y'all know how much it means to me. It really does mean a ton. And I know I'm terrible about sending cards out, and I apologize for that. I am trying to get better. I'm working on it. Anyways. Yeah, I cried a little. Just touched my heart. Okay, let's make something really different with the scorpion. I want to make scorpion moon card. And now everyone clears the room. No, I'm just teasing. Y'all are such champs. Y'all are here for whatever, and I love that. Okay. This is such a weird saying, but it's fine. Keep natural memory intact. What? I mean, sure. My brain just doesn't know what to do with that. Okay. Let me stamp this dude out. I really bought this whole set for the scorpion. I like the beetle a lot too. The big beetle, this one, he's super cool. And of course a butterfly, and I can always do a spider and a web. The grasshopper's weird too. I mean, really pretty the way it's drawn, but like, I don't know. I don't imagine myself putting a grasshopper on a card, but I could if I needed to. Who knows? Mr. Wheel might call for a grasshopper one day, and I'll be like, if I can remember that it's there, I'll be like, ding, 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 I have a grasshopper. Mary, if you're listening, don't get any ideas. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Maybe just put grasshopper green. If okay, you guys. My hubby loves like nature colors. Like his favorite color is green, and he likes oranges and browns and like vintage, and he's um very much like a nature lover. Oh, cool. You're going to be at a craft fair? Nice, Jill. Hi, good morning. So that's what we're going to do with this card is some. Now, I've been dreaming of this card for like a week or two. For some time. Okay, used up all that watercolor pad. Time for another. I'm going to use this one today. I am loving this. This is one that, look, how much of it I've used. That'll tell you how much I like it. I got this at Walmart in Kansas City, Missouri, when we were there for Paperganza, and I somehow left the house without watercolor paper. Whatever that was about. So I needed to pop into Walmart and pick some up, and I think this one was just cheaper than the Canson XL, and I'd never tried it before, and I was like, went on vacation, try something new. I love this paper. I really do. Now, do I love it more than Canson XL? I don't know. I don't think so. But I do really like it a lot. And one of the things I like about it is how quickly it dries. So, it's by a really good brand. Royal and Nickel is a great brand. And it's 100% cotton, I believe. I think it is. It's the Bee Paper Company. Acid free, which is very important. Artist quality. Yeah, this stuff is good. I got it at Walmart. Now, maybe not every Walmart has it, but the one in Kansas City, Missouri had it. It doesn't say that. For some reason, I thought it was all cotton, but it doesn't say that, so it's probably not, because usually they'll advertise it if it is. Either way, I like it. It's great. I would recommend. All right, so let's make some moons. I actually want to make more than one of these kinds of cards. Let me zoom y'all back out. All right. Let's do this thing. You're so bad at sending cards too. I hate it. Like, I love making cards and I love blessing people and sending things out. I think y'all are getting as frustrated with my printer not working as I am, which cracks me up. But yeah, that's really holding me back right now. My computer has stacks of cards and boxes in front of it that I want to send out. Oh geez, I gotta go get water, you guys, to do this project. But I don't have a printer that'll work. Be right back. I'm back. Okay, I'm back with something special real quick. Oh my gosh, I'm acting like I have all day. I don't have all day. But when I went to grab my water, I got a special gift from Kim in Alaska, y'all. First of all, let's admire her card. Gorgeous. She heat embossed and watercolored this. Then she cut it out with her decal edge trimmer and just ink blended the edges. OMG, I am in love. Beautiful. Thank you for the lovely note, Kim. She sent me, because she knows I'm always nervous about my water on my desk, because it could ruin my project if I spill it. Well, look what she sent me. This, if you fill it below the line, there's a line here. There it is. See that line? You have to fill it below that line. And then it won't spill. If I knock it over on my desk, it won't run my oh my gosh. I'm in love. And by the way, Kim, they all made it. And I am absolutely in love with this. I opened the box yesterday because I didn't know if it had something for you know who in it. And I was amazed. It is what I've always wanted and needed. Okay. We are going to, this is just a Payne's gray. And I didn't mean to do this, but that's okay. We're gonna roll with it. The moon is not dark like this, but that's okay. We're just gonna make a circle and use that for a different card another time. Okay, let me start with a clean brush, which is what I meant to do. And I'm just gonna do a nice little wet circle here. Just getting my, I want to do a wet on wet technique. Okay. And I may even want my moons to be bigger, but we're going to start with this. And then I kind of want to do like a bit of an amber color. Just a little bit. We don't want it to look like a sun. That's not the look we're going for. So now I'm going to tap in some of that bluish gray, Payne's gray around here. Okay, let that feather out a little bit. This is the dark side of the moon. Oh my goodness, if y'all are ever like, do y'all like stories? Because I like stories. I like documentaries is what I'm trying to get at. And I think that one's perfect. So that's my moon. Last night, the Hubs and I watched the Tom Dowd story. Hi, Paula Rice. Paula. We finished my craft roulette card. She's done. But that's a boy. His name is Max. Okay. Anyways, have y'all ever heard of Tom Dowd? Well, he was a character. Like, you should definitely, if you like stories, if you like biographies of really like historically fascinating and impactful people, check out Tom Dowd. I'll try not to spoil too much of it for you, but basically he was a studio engineer who recorded some of the most influential artists of modern day, like Charlie Parker and Aretha Franklin and like everybody, Eric Clapton, Led Zeppelin, all the people, the Rolling Stones, all these people, but also so many of the greats before them too, the jazz greats. Anyways, he was the first person to come up with an 8-track machine. And but he also worked in the Manhattan Project and tested the nuclear bombs, and like he just had a fascinating life. I could sit here and paint moons all day, but we don't have time for that. I'm going to paint 2 more. This paper could hold 3 more at least. Anyways, if you're looking for a good story, a good watch, it's real cool. It's got lots of people in it. Ray Charles, he recorded Ray Charles, and just, it's just such a good, so inspiring, you guys. Such an inspiration. All right, let's tap in some more color. How do y'all like these moons? They look like a moon? I think they look like a moon. Did y'all hear that the Chinese were able to photograph the dark side of the moon recently? For the first time. It had never been photographed before. Hello, John. Be careful. John, what's John doing? I can't believe you made an A2 card. I fell off my truck. Listen, John, you're supposed to buckle up when you're driving and when you're watching my channel. Okay? Them's the rules, John. You need to buckle up, buddy. Can't be falling out of your truck. You know I fell out of a car once. When I was growing up, seatbelts were optional, if they even existed at all. And my mom drove like, she still drives like, well, she's at least slowed down. But my mom's not a good driver. I worry about her every time she gets in the car. Anyways, I guess my door wasn't shut and she took a hard left turn going quickly, and I fell out the right side of the car on the passenger side, right into the street, to a very busy street. Luckily, it was at night. I guess no one saw. And I just kind of rolled off into the ditch. She picked me up and we went home. Did we go to the hospital? No. We went home. Back in those days, they ask you if you're all right. If you even slightly appear to be all right, that's it. You're done. That's your medical check. I can't say I'm much different, but I was raised that way. All right. Y'all may hear the piano. My husband's in his studio making music because this is a day that I'm usually off. He's not even expecting me to be in here right now. All right, we've got moons. I only need to finish one of these, but now I've got lots of moons, which is great. So one of the things I love about these watercolors is how they react wet on wet. All that blooming, it's just like a touch. So this again is like, you know, my new favorite that I use all the time, the Core watercolors. And yeah, I'm hooked. All right. I really like this last one that we did. Y'all thought I was going to pull out my moon stamp set, didn't you? You were in the parking lot. Well, that's good. All right, let's cut a couple of these that are pretty dry out. That's a Black Hole Sun. Who sang that song? Jeez. Just heard that song the other day. This guy my age, we were at the barber shop getting Young Z's haircut, and he was quizzing everybody on 90s music. Kamal, Who sang Black Hole Sun?
Soundgarden.
Soundgarden, yeah. If you ever go play trivia night, that's the person you want to take with you. He knows so much. He knows all the names, all the people, all the things. I can't remember things like that. I remember movies by their artwork, by their cover. I won't always remember who was in it, what the name was, or the plot, but I'll remember the artwork. I'm a visual person. All right. La Luna. I got lots of lunas. From the Lunatic. All right. That would have been a good name for my channel, the Lunatic Crafter. Oh my goodness. I'm just joking. I'm actually pretty normal, I think. Whatever normal is. I'm my normal. There is no way I can make that perfect of circles, even if I sketch them. Oh, they're not perfect. They're pretty wonky. Circles are hard for everybody. Although, if I am just sitting down, I can sketch a pretty good circle. Okay. Look what we got. We got some moons. Set them over to the side and let them dry, and we'll get to pick one out. I think I want the bigger one, so I'm going to put these off to the side. They're a little too small for today's project. We're going big. No one's surprised by that. I really don't like this thin paper. I went ahead and cut a whole ream of it to 5 by 7. I think if I really don't like it, which I don't, I think I'll just donate it to the senior center, to their card class, and I'm sure they'll be fine with it. They're not as picky as me. All right. This is going to go here, and then I want strips of paper behind it. One of the strips I want to be gold, because he's golden. All right. This dude's going to go here. All right, so let's get this dude. Boy, he's going to be fun to fussy cut, isn't he? All right. Get some more paper. Kitty is talking normal. The cars I grew up and didn't even have seatbelts. Yeah, Heidi. Like, we didn't even have, like, baby seats, right? We didn't even have those, like, children's seats that they have now. I'm glad they have them. Like, look, we're making progress. That's good. Thank you, Ralph Nader. But, yeah, no, I didn't even have that kind of stuff. I'm going to use bee sting. Oh, he's long gone, John. He was just walking by at the perfect time for me to quiz him. But yeah, he's the guy you want to take to trivia night. You guys, I'm thinking about destashing all of my embossing powders. I just don't feel comfortable heating up and melting plastic. I'm sorry. And if it's here, I'll use it. But if I just get rid of it, I won't have an option. You know what I mean? If it's not here, I can't use it. Okay, I use Simon Hurley ink on watercolor paper. And this is just a wet brush. There's no paint on it. So now I'm just spreading a little bit of the ink and coloring this dude in. Ooh, I wish I would have put him in a stamp positioning tool because I kind of want to, we're just going to use, it'll be fine. Processing out loud. I wanted him in a stamp positioning tool because I thought, oh, let me stamp different inks on him. But that ship has sailed. So what we're going to do instead is I'm going to bring in like pens and coloring devices here. Something I never use. I'm thinking about cutting some of these and making watercolor. I'm going to make myself a Tim Holtz watercolor palette, y'all. I think so. I think I'm going to cut the ends off. The only thing is then I lose my name of my color. Might have to cut off. I don't know. Because I really want to keep the names intact. I was kind of wanting to make myself a palette with them. Because I think I would use them more if they were in palette form instead of pencil form. Look, scorpions are never just cute and pretty. They're, to me, they're always menacing, and because we have them in our house, you guys. We find them around here. They're in these parts. And they're menacing and creepy, and they make my skin crawl. Oh my gosh. One time, young Z, when we first moved in, he was quite the character as a little guy. And he like flung himself on the floor. I like went into a roll, and when he finished his roll, like a stuntman, you know, kind of thing, there was a scorpion on the floor right at his face with his tail up. And I saw it, and he saw it, and we both were just like, ah! I didn't give him two big gnarly eyes, like a lobster almost. All right, let's put some more grunge on this guy. There's nothing pretty about these guys. So we don't want to make them pretty. I've been stung by one before. Taking down curtains. There was one on the curtain. Didn't know it. It got me. This is looking more like it. Gnarly. Menacing. Pretty cool. Okay. Then these are watercolored. So it could dip back in. I'd be moving. No way. Well, Joe, we also have rattlesnakes, bobcats, coyotes. The coyotes have been getting really close. So we have a pond behind our house. I mean, we have a fence. We have a wrought iron fence back there. But we have a pond behind our house. And the coyotes have been coming up. I think everything's getting displaced. There's some new construction. But we live next to a protected habitat. So we've got armadillos, bobcats. That's the only thing. The bobcats have been coming in the neighborhood, you guys. That's scary. I don't do cats in real life. I like them on my cards, and that's it. And I wear cheetah print, and look, my water bottle's cheetah print. Like, I like the idea of big cats. I don't want to be around any. I even get a little nervous at a zoo. Like, I hope they have them contained like they think they have them contained. So out of all the things, that's the thing that has me unnerved right now. Young Z likes to go for night walks, and I won't let him right now. Because I know the coyotes are close. And they've been coming into the neighborhood. And then the bobcats. We're not playing with bobcats. Oh my gosh. You guys, the other day when we were at the barber shop, guess what we saw? So the barber shop, it's just in like a strip mall kind of thing, right? But they have this really big line of trees in the parking lot, and you park on both sides of the tree, you know? So the trees is just a line of trees that divides the parking spaces. And somebody there, I don't know who, but they have bird feeders in these trees. And Young Z and I got in the car, haircut done, looking sharp, looking nice, and look up in the tree at the bird feeder, and there's a green parrot, a big green parrot. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. I took a picture of it. Here, let me show you. There he is. Look at him. So this is the tree. He's looking right at me. There's a green parrot. Oh my gosh. And I don't know who his traveling companion was. I didn't get to see her. But there he is. And his blue feather, when he bent down to eat, I could see his blue feather sticking out here. So cool. So very cool. Hi, Diane. Welcome, welcome. When my aunt moved her family to San Antonio years ago, she walked outside to find her toddler playing with one. Oh my gosh. A bobcat? Oh my gosh. Well, my neighbor that I take care of his chickens, he was going out of town, and I was like, okay, well, I'll take care of the girls, no problem. I know what to do, you know. And he's like, yeah, don't let them out. Like, he lets them out sometimes, you know, to just free range as long as he's there. But he was like, the other day, I just let him out, and I went in to get a drink of water. I came back out, and I saw the tail of a bobcat. It had leaped over the fence, grabbed a chicken, and was on its way out. And he was like, that fence is nothing. He's like, I didn't even know the bobcat was near, or obviously I wouldn't have even had the girls out. And so, yeah, he has one less chicken now. My brother had chickens, and he's so funny. He's like, you know what likes chicken? Everything likes chicken. Everything likes chicken. Now he has so many chickens. I don't even know if he knows how many chickens he has. Who knows? But he also has 4 guard dogs. So they've got protection. One of those being a cane corso, or whatever they're called. The big dogs. He's just a big sweetheart, but he's intimidating if you don't know him. And if you're another animal. All right. We're only going to be able, I know we painted all those moons, but we're only going to be able to make 1 card today. I'm sure y'all are fine with that, being that it's scorpions. I felt like I won the lottery when I found this stamp set yesterday. I was so excited. I don't typically misplace things. My craft room is a mess. No, I don't think so. Are they? No, I never see them. Now, hubby did remind me that there were 2 parrots that had built a nest by my parents' house. I had forgotten about that. They used to have, where my parents used to live in North Texas, there were grain silos across the street. And so there were always lots of birds, which my dad loved, and he fed birds too. But I don't think they're native here. I don't think they can handle, because we get freezing weather and stuff. I was worried about that one the other day on Monday, but he told me not to worry. He's like, don't you worry about me. Don't interrupt me. I'm living my best life. I'm free as a bird. Just how I want to be. I said, okay, parrot. Bethany, hi y'all. Busy with my hands to type, but wanted to wish you all a fantastic day. Miss Bethany, how are you? We should hang out sometime. You should come on. We can do something. It'd be lovely to have your company here with me one day. But I know you're busy with all the craft fairs. You might have to do it in the new year. I'm going to have Miss Nima on here pretty soon. We're going to do some watercoloring. Okay. Yeah, I think this might be my last card on this flimsy paper. I'm just not feeling it. I'm going to have to splurge and get myself some more heavy cardstock. Okay. Let's cut this into strips. I'm in. Name the day. Awesome. We'll have some fun. We'll have to think about what we want to do. Maybe you can teach us something that you're passionate about in your card making or crafty life. This is some Spellbinders glitter paper, y'all. It is amazing. I love the color of gold that it is. It's so beautiful. I think I'm gonna leave one wide piece. Now I want to get some other colors. Let's see. I kind of want, yeah, something like this. And then I really want some like burnt orange. Let's see. Digging through my scraps. There we go. These are his colors. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I'm thinking bear with me. I'm wanting to cover the entire card base like this. Okay, I think we'll cover the whole card base like this. And then I think we'll take the gold and put them across. I don't know. Let's just try it. Can't hurt to try, right? Or maybe our gold should go across like this. Across the seams. We'll get our paper down and we'll make a decision. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Let's do this thing. This will help strengthen the card base. Striking, yay! I think that's enough. It's more than enough to cover this top piece. Maddie, what were your souvenirs? What were some of the souvenirs you picked up? Did you do souvenirs? Did you find some cool paper? Are you going to journal or scrapbook your adventure? So many questions. Oh my gosh, I got glue on that somehow. It's not what I was going for. All right, it's okay. Continue. Okay, got to work this orange in there. Okay. Do some overlapping. Yes. Rough. Shameful amount. I mean, look, when are you going to take that trip again? Can't be shameful. It's once in a lifetime. How could a girl not want some souvenirs? Okay, we're going to have to move this one down. That way this one is enough to cover the base. Ooh. Okay. It's a different way to use your scraps. I am trying to use my scraps. I'm gonna have to have a major like scrap-a-thon. You guys up for a major scrap-a-thon? We're gonna have to probably have a couple with as many scraps as I have. Hey, Waz. I know what day it is. I know what time it is. My dog's coming to get me. Yeah. And she's talking to me. She said, I'm just checking. Just making sure. You know the day and the time. I may or may not have stopped Oh my God. Oh, Maddie, that would be dangerous. Danger, danger. They have a gift shop, a Sinlier gift shop at the Louvre. Oh my goodness. Was the Louvre open? I guess they were open by the time you were there. I've been feeling bad for people who like maybe planned the trip of a lifetime and part of that involved the Louvre and it was closed. I haven't kept up. Did they recover any of the jewels? I know they got the people. I think they arrested even more people. I didn't like seeing that white edge, so I'm using my black marker here. I'm probably going to see it on the inside, though. That's fine. We'll take care of the inside. Okay. There's our background. Let's get this back in the mix. Yeah, we definitely need that gold. Okay. I think I want the gold. To go across these seams. Like so. Okay. Yeah. And then this dude. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're all happy for you, Maddie. You're not going to find any shame in this bunch for having a bunch of souvenirs. There's no shame in our game. All right. Bet he can't find a country flag in this mix. In this color mix. Cool. I like it. I like it. And this was all scraps. The gold, all the other colors, those were just scraps for making other cards. I mean, he's a VIP, but see, even VIPs get scrappy cards around here. So what I do is I keep my colored cardstock, the cardstock separate from like regular scraps that are like patterned paper. Oh no, that's not the right, that's not good. That means we have about 4 minutes left, you guys. I'm gonna slap this scorpion right on this card. We won't get the sentiment done today, but I'll at least get most of the card here done with you. And tomorrow is a mystery whether I'll be here or not. Like, if you set your alarm clock, don't. If you're just puttering about anyways, you might check. go something like that. It's very different. Let me look in the viewer and see if I like it before I'm fully committed. What do y'all think? Hey, Vicky, your card arrived. Huh, I don't know if I like it. After all this, I don't know if I like it. Let me hit this guy with a little bit of brown. Yeah, your lovely card arrived. Thank you. All right. And knock back that white. This is just cleaning up my fussy cutting. I want to see if that makes a difference of me liking this card. That definitely helped. I may not glue it down, you guys, because I'm not certain about it. I'm thinking it needs something else. Well, we are going to have a sentiment. I'm going to just slap one on here real quick. It's not going to be the one. I mean, I don't know that it's going to be the one, but, ooh, I do have this really cool. Hold on. Let's try this real quick. Thinking about making this into a piece of ephemera. And it's a really cool date stamp. I love this stamp. And I'll tell you, it is Stamps by Impression.com, ST1102. But it's really cool because you can stamp the day, the month, and the year, or you can circle them. It's really cool. Anyways, clean up my scissors. Let's see what this looks like on there. I just feel like it needs something else. And then I could stamp. I might cut that keyhole out later. I'm just need to see if it's even a contender. But it's the day, the week, the month, and the date. No, I don't think so. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be done with this. There's something missing here. Try one of the other moons. Yeah, let me try that. That helps. But I might find a different font, a different one. Okay, then I gotta go. That definitely helps. Put that down there. Okay. No, I don't think it's a moon problem. Let's go back to the original. It was the biggest. I think it's just overall, just got to work on the composition a little bit more and what I want to add to it. I think the sentiment is what it was missing. And I think if the sentiment is matted too, yeah, that's what I need. I need a matted sentiment. Okay, well, good to know. I will work on that. This is what we have for now. I may or may not be here tomorrow. I will get my 2 totally different cards. Craft Roulette submission submitted. Okay, now I have to run. I hope you guys have a really great day. And I'll see you all for sure on Saturday at 8 a.m. Be here. Be square. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. It is, VJ. It sure is. That's why I got to keep working on it, you know? It's not there yet. I have ideas. Like, I do have this smaller guy. Like, what if just black on black? I mean, just, you know, with black ink, just stamped him right along there. And maybe just zigzagging across something, you know, like a pattern. That might be cool. That might be what it needs. I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep working on it though. It's due tomorrow. All right, you guys, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I really loved painting the moon, and I'm glad this one's done. All right, I will see you guys later. Have an awesome day. Bye, everyone.